About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check, Max. Check. Down.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll go again with Jeanty. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Throwing is Milton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
And the Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. But now he appears to be in some pain. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
What is up?
Looking to throw is Williams. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it breaks up 3rd. So here's a 3rd and 14.
What is up?
To throw, it's Williams. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
And his kick is right there. It's good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
What is up?
Here's Williams.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
They'll go play action here with Williams. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So in the Bear territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Raiders.
Check smash, check smash.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Once again, it's Jeanty. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and
79 Broncos. Get it.
Here's Milton now to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
19 tight. Hawk, set, trap 50, trap 50.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a scoreless game. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 41 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, it's Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
There's a short one caught by Fannin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
At the 17-yard line.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to get this Vegas inside the 10 now to the 9. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Yeah, he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone, we're thinking we're giving up 3, we just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Milton. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Milton. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about the show put out by these 2 defenses in this first half? The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them giving an inch, and that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down.
Rig! 19 Tiger!
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. The drive will start with an option going left. He gives it up. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Williams looking to do it himself. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
That's good for the Bears. First down.
Working out of the gun, Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Rome Odunze from 6 yards away. And the Bears post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter.
And out across midfield down to the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Las Vegas, first down.
19 Wyatt.
It's a gain of 20. First down.
To throw, it's Milton. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Second and 10.
18 Rattler. Here we go.
To throw is Milton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range. This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
York able to send this one through. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off. Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. One first down, you're almost in field goal position.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I look and repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 53 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Milton. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards. Third down.
They'll try to run for it with Genty. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Right back to Genty on first down. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's first and goal.
Set, hey! 70 Timberwolves. Street. Chris Lion.
Genty is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Joe Milton, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now Cade York for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
14, Raiders 10.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing is Williams. He's going to let it go again. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To the air, Williams. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw once more, here's Williams. And fights him off. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Hold the set. Trap 50. Trap 50. Ready.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get this out to Genty. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. York able to send this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. The extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Off the play fake. Milton going for the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
That's going to be caught by Rivers. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
88 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Throwing middle, and it's complete.
Going to 43. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
A give out of the gun to Genty. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 38.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
10 through 11. 10 through 11.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Let's go now. Rig.
Vegas.
Cowboy 80.
On 1st down, it's Genty. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here we go. Ready?
A run straight ahead with Gentry. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Looking to throw. Milton. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
York able to send this one through.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Williams will get this out wide to Odunze.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Here we go.
Now a handoff to Gentry. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 120 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. Up the middle, it's Gentry.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook,
nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Milton. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Operating from the gun, Milton. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Let's go now.
On the give, Gentry.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Final minute now of the third quarter.
19 right.
Off play action, Milton.
That's complete. Gentry out of the backfield.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
60 Bobcat. 2. 19 tight. Not 60 Eagles. 60. Go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
Raiders 24.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
31. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Williams.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
A 1-yard gain.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no sting.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down there, just 1 yard. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ashton Jeanty, 71 yards. And the Raiders use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. The York now for the extra point.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Raiders 31, Bears 27.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. Hands it off out of the gun.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Looking to throw is Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
There's a nice move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
193 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
The drive will begin with a run by Jeanty.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard.
On the give, Jeanty.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Throwing is Milton. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
A run, it's Jeanty.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Check smash, check smash. Ready.
They'll run with Jeanty.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And this one is incomplete. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Taking it about the 16. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10.
18 Cardinal. Go.
They'll run. Here comes Genty. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Genty, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
What is up?
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
To throw, it's Williams. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now. On play action, here's Williams. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
On the deep ball. It's a turnover on
Check,
down.
Bobcat, check. Here we go. Check. Ready.
A run out of the gun with Genty.
And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17. Into the red zone, first down. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Right there, right there. Ready, ready.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
On the ground, it's Genty.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Well, partner, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game one of many to come sitting next to you. Really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know interesting is going to be the word. An extra week now as part of that newer 17-game season. What a fun opener tonight. We know the better games are still on their way, but I'm glad that we got started.
So for Las Vegas, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday.
I'm in a tunnel, foot on the gas. I see these demons, hoping I crash. All that I wanted, like the last laugh. Gotta move fast, get to the bag. I saw the signs for so long. Just a reminder to hold on. Ain't gonna cry or go home. Stay strong.